Victor wants to go for a vacation, and Victor at that moment does not have money. And Victor wants now to take a big loan and go to Dubai. Victor, that is suicidal.
All right, my people, welcome to today's show. Here today, we're going to talk about financial literacy. And with me in the house, as you all know, my name is Toboy Vicky, or they call me Victor Odhiambo. And I'm joined by my fellow host, Kraft. And also today, we are joined by the financial expert in the house, CPA Steve, who we are going to let him to take us through the financial literacy matter. Welcome, Mr. Steve.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Victor and Kraft. I appreciate the opportunity. Yeah. Now, today we're going to talk about financial literacy. We're going to discuss over some of the mistakes people make when it comes matters financial literacy. Maybe to start with, if I praise 1 million here, Kraft, coming to you now, 1 million shillings, what are you going to do with it?
Okay, first of all,
yes,
if you place 1 million on the table right now.
Yes, 1 million is 1 kg. Ama?
So, the first thing kitu ndafanya ya kwanza in short,
yes,
ni to try to think in a wider manner so that nifikirie venye nitatumia hiyo pesa. So kitu ya kwanza ni planning kwanza. So I start by planning how I'm going to use that money. That's the first thing.
Okay.
The second planning. The second thing, I'm going to involve some of watu. I involve watu nye at least wako na skills on how to handle money, businesses, something like that. Wow. So
great.
These are the steps.
Those are some of the steps that you have.
Yeah.
The first one is planning,
Yeah.
and the other one you have to involve experts who know about how you can maybe deal with that money.
Yeah, exactly.
Great. What about you, Victor?
Okay, my fellow host Kraft has talked about how to plan, but let me try to relate like a common person who gets 1 million right now. First thing in my head, I'll be I need to do my to take care first of myself, to relax myself. Where will I take myself to the tour? Yeah, that is the first thing. Now after that planning like that, where I'll go is when I'll come back with the remaining money. Try to start some business, try to invest here and there. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Victor. Okay. Now, Victor, kwanza anarudishia mwili shukrani. That's the first thing that he is doing.
Yeah.
Now, that is the mindset of many young people.
Yeah.
Once you get a huge amount of money, may it be from employment, maybe it's your first employment, you are surprised, you are excited, you start misusing the first salary.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about tomorrow. You're thinking about how can I use this one, because next month I'll be getting another money.
Yeah.
But you've mentioned something which is very important. You've mentioned investment. But now you need to be very specific. Which investment? Kraft, what do you think would be the best investment?
Okay, with 1 million shillings. Okay, first of all, the best investment that I can make, starting a company like a liquor store, can be very well, according to me. That's according to me. Second thing is opening a boutique, something like that.
All right. Opening a liquor, you can also start a boutique. Right?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. That is very good. Now, Victor, you mentioned about the investment itself.
Yeah.
What was in your mind about investment?
What I'll do now, speaking about investment, I'll try to look at what is in the need of public wants. What are the need? What is the currently popular business which I can bring in the market and it thrives. So I like to look like let's say in a place like CBD, people coming to work, they're tired. Where do I start this buying and selling these smokies, mayai? I'm trying to create a business opportunity where I know I'll earn faster. Or fruits in the road. Yeah.
Okay, fast moving goods.
Yeah.
Talking about fast moving goods. That's very good. Now, thank you for the responses from Craft and Victor. I would like to say that immediately you receive a huge amount of money, you need to first of all do the planning, as Craft said.
Yeah.
After planning, you need to know the priorities or what you need to start with before you even indulge into consumption. You cannot get a huge amount of money and then start thinking about consumption.
Yeah.
Because consumption will never bring anything on the table. Once you consume, it has gone. Therefore, you need to think, what am I going to do that will be generating cash flow even when I'm asleep? That is what we call passive income. Whatever that we get from our employment is the active income. That means if Craft, you don't come to this job, by the end of the month, you expect that there will be something which will happen to your salary. You will not receive anything. So you showing up is giving you the salary. Without showing up, no salary. So we want to go to a level whereby we are able to invest or to do something that is giving us income even when we are not there.
Yeah.
So those are the investments we are trying to talk about. And Victor has mentioned about the Smokey and such. It will require you to be there, or you want to bring somebody to do that work for you.
You can do.
You continue with the studio.
You can do, like, having 1 million is a lot of money for you to be there. So I think you can just buy the trolleys, the equipment, and still hire people to be there.
So you start by hiring people
Yeah,
without verifying or looking at how the business is doing.
You already know it's let's say your place like in place like Nairobi CBD. You know there is a lot of people, so you expect income. You expect it a large amount, and you expect a good income, like in place like Nairobi CBD.
Oh, so there's no need of monitoring or such. You know that all things will be well.
It's important to keep your KPI by the.
Yeah, it's very important. Very important.
Yeah.
So, Craft. With that, what can you come up with to do with that 1 million?
1 million.
Yes.
Okay, as venye nimesema,
Yes.
acha nitumie Kiswahili. Okay, venye nimesema, okay, first ndafungua kitu kama liquor store kwa sababu okay, first thing watu wengi wanakunywa. Unapata watu wengi wanakunywa na first thing liquor store haita ni require mimi kukua hapo all the time. Naweza hire mtu akuwe na Iran. Pesa zinaingia direct. So hapo ni kwa liquor store. Ikifika ni hapa kwa boutique. Manguo ni kila mtu lazima avae manguo. Kitu kaa hiyo, clothing nini, hizi viatu vitu kaa hizo.
Okay.
So unapata lazima kila mtu afocus na hizo.
Okay. Let's check some of the expenses that you will be required to put in place, or the initial cost that you will put down so that you can start your liquor store, right? You require a rental somewhere.
Yeah.
You will rent somewhere.
Exactly.
You also require to have what? Employees. Right? And licenses. Those regulations. You
Very
also need those.
expensive.
And they are so much expensive. I don't know whether 1 million will be able to even
Very
give you
expensive in
stock.
Kenya.
Do you think 1 million will be able to bring in even stock?
Okay.
And some of these liquor are very expensive. Wanataka hizi zingine reja.
First of all,
Eh.
okay, sitaenda ni focus na kufungua my business mali najua okay itani cost. Nikisema somewhere like hapa CBD nifungue my liquor store hapa CBD. Hapo niko sure itani cost. So mimi nita focus na ile place najua hii place watu wanakunywa na iko na watu wengi, more population. First of all hapo ndio naweza enda nifungue hiyo business. Somewhere like let's say Kawangware, let's say place like Rongai. So hizo places to find kuna watu na haita kucost more, kitu kama rental haita kucost high. Kifika kwa na unapata watu wanakunywa bado pombe hiyo place. So nikiopen something like a liquor store in that area, you'll find that kuna a lot of people, a lot of movement, a lot of, so money will come and vitu kama license in that area, I'm sure
It's not that high, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, Craft, for that. Now, I've heard this phrase about money. Some people say money is evil. Some say that money is a symbol of wealth. Others say it's a reward. Do you believe in that?
Okay, first, money money is evil. First, hiyo ndo nitaanza nayo. Because if hata anyone ukipewa tu hapa 1 million, akili itazunguka. All your plans, they will disappear. So unapata money somehow is evil. Not somehow, money is evil. So ni wewe mwenyewe ndio uitumie vizuri. Use that evilness to don't know how I can explain that, but money ni kitu okay. Somehow unapata kila mtu anazunguka kwa inji ya kutafuta tu hiyo money. So if you have been given that a lot of money, that huge amount of money, kucontrol sayo inakuwa ngumu. Yeah.
So Victor, what do you say about those phrases?
To me those phrases depend with the background of a person. Is it the lower background, the medium background, or the higher background of a person? You will find that most people say money is evil are these people who are mostly being misused. Like mostly, let's say in politics, you find politicians giving money to the people of lower background, that is, are misusing them. So when the people those people do bad things, that's how they consider money to be evil. But the person who has money already, he'll say to him money is wealth. Yeah. So I think those phrases depend with the background of an individual.
Depend with the background. Okay.
Yeah.
I like your responses. Now, what I can say in a financial perspective, money is a tool. Money is an enabler. Because if I want to pay school fees, I'll not be able to pay school fees if I don't have that money.
Yeah.
If I want to buy a piece of land, I'll not be able to do that if I don't have money. So money, I can simplify it as a tool, which will enable me to move to the next step. You get? So I think those phrases are just stereotypes. Those are just stereotypes. And depending with the background, as Victor is saying, stereotypes. They are just put there to try to convince us that we should not look for money. Why? We should look for money because we need money. We need money. And with money, you are happy. Without money, you are not happy. So money is a tool that will enable us to do something. Right? Now, let's try to think about those people who get money without something in mind or without knowing how to budget. As I started with 1 million. If you get money and you don't know how to budget, what do you think will be the problem or will be the issue with that money? I have money, but I don't have any plan. It is a tool, but I have money, I don't have plan. Yes, Victor.
So to me, you have money, but you don't have any plan. You know, when you receive a huge amount of money, when you're not used to see such amount, you'll just misspend it. Like what you see now is what you want. Like I see now this house and I have enough money to buy it. Now I want that house. Everything now you see is what I get. So if you don't have any plan, I think the misuse of the money will be high.
It will be misused. Right?
Yeah.
Craft, your view?
Okay, my view on that, I can say, if you have money and you hauna idea ama we don't have ile enough nitasema aje
the plan
something like a plan, acha nitumie plan. Hauna ile plan ya kutumia hiyo pesa. First ni hiyo pesa itaisha haraka na itaisha kwa vitu zenye hazitakusaidia. Alafu unapata vitu kama itakuharibu mental health after ushaimaliza. Itakuharibia vitu mingi.
Okay, good. Now, we want to align with the budget. So that when we get money, we are able to utilize it optimally. Right? For instance, if I say that I have the basic needs, I also have wants. You understand the difference between the two. Basic needs we cannot do without. Food, shelter, clothing, those one we cannot do without. We also have wants, entertainment, those one we can do without, right? And we also need to have something at the back of our mind, saving. So we have basic needs to take care of, we have the wants, and we also have investment and also saving. Those three. 50% of the money should always go to the basic needs. 50%.
Yeah.
With that, at least you are able to take care of your rent. That is an expense. You're able to take care of your clothing, able to take care of your food.
And the bills.
Yes, all the bills, right? 50%.
Percent.
What about 30%? 30% should go, okay, sometimes they tell us that it should go to the wants, but sometimes I say that instead of utilizing your 30%, 30% is a big amount.
Yeah.
So somebody is getting 250,000. 30% of 250,000 is a big amount of money. Doing entertainment, going where, vacation, it's a big amount. It should be incorporated together with the saving and the investment. But they tell us that should be the what? The want. And 20% should be saving and investment. What is important among the three percentages that we have talked about? Yes, Victor.
But okay, if I may ask you a question there. So do you think with the economy of the current state of a person or the current state of the country that a person lives, it won't depend if the 30% will be more efficient to be used?
30% we're using for our own, it's for leisure. Say leisure. Sometimes for what leisure? For what leisure? Entertainment. I can reduce that. I can reduce the entertainment. And a portion of that 30% go to saving. Going for vacation. If I go for vacation maybe 5 times in a year, I can reduce that to 2 times in a year. I save for the 3 times. I'm getting. Because at the end of the day, whatever that remains, that is wealth. Whatever that remains, that is wealth. What is consumed, that is gone. Right? I've gone for entertainment in Mombasa, Dubai. That money is gone. But what I save, I'll be able to see it when I invest. Because there is a process. We save, then we do what? We invest. And investment, it will give me what? Passive income. So the benefit of saving is that even after you retire, it will help you. Your lifestyle will change. So when we say about wants being reduced to maybe at 10%, it can even go to 10%. And the rest, 20 plus 20, it will be 40. 40%, it will become part of saving and investment. That can be very good. That can be very good. Now, there are those people who tend to finance their life through debt. Do you think that is something which is worth? You can see them with flashy cars, but their own cars, flashy phones. Their life standard, they are in another level, but it is through debt. Do you think that is the way to go in order to create wealth? Yes, Victor.
To me, in order to create wealth, you see, sometimes they say opportunity comes once. Maybe I can't blame them how they use the flashy cars which they've gone through loans to get influence. Most you can see one may use that flashy car in an instant to get influence, but in that instant is where he may gain more popularity and he may earn it. So to me, it's another way of gaining something and being somewhere.
Okay. That's Victor. Yes, sir.
Kimimi, dealing with that, I can say, on my side,
yes.
No.
That one, no.
Okay, because after umesha fanya hizo zote, itabidi sina you pay back time inakam. So ikikam unapata no investment tuka hiyo. So unapata bado itakudrag nyuma.
Great. Now that takes us to a good and bad debt. Good and bad debt. A bad debt is the one borrowed to go for vacation, to buy those flashy car, flashy phone. You want your lifestyle to be maybe same as the people that you met at a workplace. When mimi tu niko nyuma. When mimi tu sina gari. Ni mimi tu sina iPhone. So you want your life to balance at where they are. So those are bad debt. A bad debt is a debt that does not bring anything to you. It is not bringing you anything back. What about good debt? Good debt is the one borrowed to maybe start a business. You borrow to invest somewhere. You borrow to buy a piece of land. For a land, what do we get from the land? It appreciates,
Yeah.
So if I buy a piece of land today, maybe at 2 million, and I make sure that I buy it in a remote area, kama kule kwa kina Noah kule ndani, remote area where there's no development.
Yeah.
After a few years, there'll be development, electricity, water. That will make my piece of land to appreciate. The value will go up. You see, that is something that is bringing back money to me. It's bringing back money to me. So a good debt is supposed to create another money. It is supposed to bring us another money. So when you talk about bad debt, borrowing to go for vacation, that one is X. If you want to build wealth, you don't need that.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
So niko na swali.
Yes, please.
So kitu na try kumini kama unachukua loan, let's say mali fulani. So which means inafaa the main aim ni kuinvest. Isikuwe ni kama kuna emergency usichukue loan.
No. No. You are not supposed to pick loan if there's no emergency. Don't. So any loan for consumption, any loan for going for vacation, that one is a no for a person who has a vision of creating wealth. You get?
Yeah, I get.
Yes.
And for this situation where, well, let's say my salary has just been delayed and I needed to be somewhere like to go for that vacation. So I know I'll be taking the loan. When the salary come, I'll pay the fee.
Now I want to answer you, Victor. Victor wants to go for a vacation, and Victor at that moment does not have money. And Victor wants now to take a big loan and go to Dubai. Victor, that is suicidal. That is suicidal. I want to ask just one question.
Yeah.
If the employment that you are in today, Ed, will you be able to survive for the next 6 months? If your income, Ed, today, like for instance, during Corona, that happened to very many people.
Yeah.
Some went down. Up to now, they have never risen. Now, according to you, will you be able to survive for the next 6 months?
And let's say maybe 3 to 4, but not 6 months.
Not 6, eh?
No, it's
Okay,
6
we usually
months.
have a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 6. Minimum of 3 and a maximum of 6. Yes, Kraft, are you able to survive?
For me, siwezi survive na hiyo ni
Itakuwa no.
Sababu wake nilikuwa nisha set up my mindset.
Kitu inakuja.
Yeah.
So unapata nishaweka mindset yangu kitu inakam. So nikiachishwa immediately na sijafanya planning yote
Down.
darudi chini.
That is why I want to talk about emergency fund. Emergency fund, this is amount of money that should be set aside to cater for such emergencies. Kazi ndio hiyo imekata. You need to have an account holding for you the emergency fund that will take care of you for at least 3 months and at most 6 months, as you try to navigate and find another job. So if you don't have an emergency fund, you need to think about it, because it is the one that will help you to connect to the next life. If this life get to the end.
I have a question.
Yes.
Let me cut you short
Yes.
kiasi. Okay, umesema emergency funds.
Yes.
Kimimi naiangalia. Okay, tuseme I'm living a life yenye niko na vitu mingi zinaniangalia. Unapata zote ni emergency zinahitaji do. So which means bado ni save ya emergency ni yake kando.
Yes. Bado usave. Emergency fund should not be the saving. In fact, you need to have quite a number of buckets. You need to have a bucket of saving. You need to have a bucket of emergency fund. You need to have a bucket ya kusaidia. Giving. Si unakutaka umewekwa kwa group sijui za mchango ya nini. You need to have a bucket for that. Usiwekwe halafu unaanza kuchomoka ati una left. No. You need to have a bucket. You need to plan for that. Yes. So for the emergency fund, this is fund that it's like a shock absorber. When things go south, you will be able to survive. For those people who don't have that account of emergency fund, the employment and poverty, it is just a step.
And how do you see emergency fund? Ina depend na salary ama ni lazima tu hata kama.
Okay, let me now show you how you come up with amount to pay or to deposit or save for emergency. you look at your monthly spending. How much do you pay for rent? Let's say maybe you pay 10,000 or 15,000, right? 15,000. Then food,
Let's say
maybe 10K per month.
per month.
You're looking at it per month. Those are 25. Then what else? Clothing. We pick it per month, though like us men, ukibuy trouser moja, shati moja na koti moja inaweza kusukuma kwa muda.
2 months, 3 months.
So we can say maybe for the clothing you can give it 10 as well. That is 35,000. Sindio?
Yeah.
So other miscellaneous expenses you can give it maybe 5. Let's give it 10. 45,000. So for the emergency fund you need to have 45,000 times 6. Inakuja gapi? Wale watu mahesabu zetu kama times 2 ni 90. Times 4 ni 180. Alafu tuongeze 90. 300 and is it 370?
Somewhere there.
Around there, eh?
Yeah.
Around there. So you need to have that money. That emergency fund. Lakini sasa unaweza kuwa ukisave kidogo as you accumulate. Yes.
Okay, and for someone who is earning something, let's say like 15,000 per month, mtuka huyo, how can you explain
Now
that?
the challenge comes there where the salary is a little bit lower. You find that now you need to live life where your money can take you, right? Don't live a life which is beyond your money. For instance, now if you're earning 15,000, that is monthly, and no any other source of income in between, what you need to do is to find a house which is less than 5,000. In fact, 5,000 is the maximum. Yes. So that the remaining 10 you are able to survive with. Yes.
Okay.
So you need to regulate how you are spending. Don't go to a 10K house and yet you are getting 15. Otherwise, you'll be borrowing to pay rent, which is very bad.
Yeah.
Yes, Victor.
And you're saying emergency, maybe you have said like we use like 30% of the salary in savings, yeah?
No, emergency, no, that is for want. Emergency, you just look at how much do you spend. It can be any amount, you accumulate it. You continue accumulating.
Okay, and you have said like, okay, so can you just tell us how will one divide this? Okay, you have said one should have like 5 buckets, yeah? So how will one divide this salary to fit the 5 buckets?
Okay, a good question. Now, Victor, let's pick a figure, maybe 100,000. Assume I'm earning 100,000. By the way, if somebody tells you that you're getting employment or that person is employing you and giving you a gross salary of 100,000, please don't budget for 100. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because there are other statutory deductions.
Yeah.
Shashi,
Viet.
housing levy. Haijatolewa pale. Your gross 100, it is on paper. Whatever that comes to you, something less than 80,000.
Yeah.
Or if it is much, 80. So you plan for 80. How do we now fill this basket? Of course, I can say that my 80, they are those essential expenses that I cannot live without. Those are basic needs. Right? So once I pay them, the 50% go to all those essential, I'll be able to move that month with peace. I'll remain with 50%.
Yeah.
Now this 50% is where I'll find the other 4 buckets. The first bucket is for saving. You pay yourself first. Na hii si ile ya kujirudishia shukrani. Hapana. Once you put that money there, please don't go back for that saving. Saving, we should wait until we get somewhere to invest.
Yeah.
Right? That's first basket we've put something. Assume 10% or 20%. So we've remained with the 30.
Yeah.
Hii 30, remember, it was meant for something to do with the wants and such. Now we want to break it even to giving. Yeah, you can say let 10% be for giving. So that when you are invited or you are added in those WhatsApp group for mchango, you don't leave. At least you have a bucket for that. And that does not mean that you are going to remove all that amount. Si mchango itakuja mingi. So you just remove a portion. If it is 2,000, patia wale watu, that unafunga hiyo. Si kuna chenye imebaki hapo. You continue, next month still you will put something. Then another 10%, we go to the other side. We want entertainment. We want to at least relax. 10%, 10%. And the remaining 10%, it go to another box, another bucket. So it is easier for you to plan yourself. So it's up to you to focus. This is what I need. And by the end of this, I need to have achieved this. So you need to have a smart goal. Yes.
So you say should have a smart goal. So that are you trying to say like one should have like let's say a secretary to help him manage this finance? Because it's not easy for, let's say, a person who is not well known in financial or finance to start planning like 10% goal there. It's not easy. So how will this person, let's say a person working from the side, how will he manage himself to do it, to know that this is supposed to be 10%, 20% here, there?
Good that you mentioned a person working for the site. I have ever worked in the site. You know, 2 rivers.
Yeah, 2 rivers.
Worked there.
Yeah.
And what I used to do, at that time, I did not want to engage bank so much. I bought a home bank. You know, home bank. You understand the home bank?
Yeah.
Yes. So what I could do, every week, I could put something in the home bank. And that one, through discipline, every week I could do that. So discipline and success and wealth move in one direction. So it is a matter of discipline. Then you can engage those people who are good in financial matters. They'll be able to advise you. And once you adapt to that, you'll be able to move very well. Without pressure, it inajireta tu. Yes. Yes, Craft, any question?
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Umesema home bank. Una understand life. Okay, kwa mfano ule mwenye anapiga mjengo.
Na Craft usiseme kuivunja.
Okay, unajua tunaongelea hiyo mjengo. Tuko kwa hiyo mjengo, si kuivunja. Okay, hata tusivunje. Imefika let's say katikati ya wiki ama ushalipa rent, imefika mwisho wa mwezi umelipa rent. Then kuna home bank hapo, then umebaki empty. Hauna food, hauna anything. So do you mean niende ni boro ama ni paswe home bank?
Good.
Which is which?
A very nice question from Craft there. This is you're putting us in a very thin line. Putting us in a very thin line. Here is money in the home bank. And you can estimate how much is there.
Exactly.
And then you don't have something here. Now the thing is, you need to plan yourself prior. And that's why we said that planning in financial matters is very important. You need to know, this is what I consume. Am I dealing with a salad? I consume 5 liters. So you need to buy that 5 liters at the start of the month. I use 10 kilograms of unga. I need to buy the 10 kilograms ikae kwa nyumba. Things to do with the boga, the skuma, I can estimate a cash of maybe 1,500 for the whole month. There's a time you may need a kamiti kidogo, right? So you can maybe have a 2,500 for all that, you know. So you plan in advance so that you don't get to a point whereby you are now looking at the home bank. No. Yes.
So is this what you're talking about, an individual living as a one person or like a big family of 3 in the house?
Now, this one, you as the head of that house, you're the one who is planning. And there's this notion of people saying that pesa ya bibi ni ya bibi and pesa ya bwana ni ye. That is the notion I want to talk to our young people there. And our ladies. You need to understand that nowadays things have changed. You guys are telling us that what we can do, you can do better. Therefore, even that salary that you are getting, we're expecting you to bring it on the table. I bring mine on the table. You bring yours on the table. We discuss. We do the budget. I give you, in fact, I'm the head. You are the neck. I need to give you what you need, ya chama. I give you yanywere, sawa. And then the remaining, let us utilize as a family. So that notion of pesa ya man ni yetu yote na yako ni yako, that thing is passed with the time. Yes. Yes. So kuna kusaidiana.
Exactly. Okay, na for someone paying school fees hapa sasa tunaweza get kwa huyu mtu analipa school fees na ana handle let's say job ina tuseme tu mjengo na yeye ndio head of the family na tuseme ako na watoto wawili analipa school fees so na ana earn tuseme kwa mjengo let's say 1000 shillings per day. Yeah. So kwa mtu kaa huyu unapata kuna emergency anafaa yake emergency anafaa save anafaa lipe school fees anafaa simamie family normal way so au huyu msee anaweza jihandle aje?
Okay, to handle that, whereby your income is or seems not to be sufficient to cater for all the expenses, and you've said 2 children, of course, with a wife, right? Is wife working? That
No, yeye ndio head
if
sasa.
the wife is not working,
Yeah.
if the wife is not working, what should be done? You as a man, you need to sacrifice. That is when we tell you that you need to tighten your belt as a man. Why? You need to make sure that now the wife is not a housewife. She should not be a housewife. There's something that you can put for her that will be generating some income, even if it's small. She'll be able to buy sugar. She'll be able to buy salt. So there are some of the expenses that she's able to take care of without you knowing. So you need to at least tighten your belt a little bit and save something for her, so that at least she have at least a business that is bringing in chumvi, mafuta. There are some things that you don't buy in that house. Yes.
Okay. My last question,
Yes.
my last.
Yes.
So okay, kuna hii nini ya kuhandle pesa. How do you handle the small amount of money? Let's say like 50 shillings, 100 shillings, vitu kama hiyo. Okay, kumanage
You're getting some okay, regularly you get 50 somewhere.
Yes,
then you
small
get
saving.
another.
Yeah.
Wow. That is very good. Please, if you don't have a bank account, we have M-Pesa. We have ZD account. Through ZD, you can deposit those small amount. And the best part with ZD is that you are able to earn interest every day. So those small amount of money, why can't you take them there? Another secret, take them to your M-Shwari. You can deposit from M-Pesa to M-Shwari, M-Pesa to M-Shwari. That is how Mama Mboga do. And you know what? Things like Equity Bank, it was lifted by the Mama Mbogas. Equity Bank. Mama Mboga, kwenye na Mama Mboga na ngapi? Ni 200, 300, 400. Ikienda sana 500. They used to just go and deposit in the bank. And you find it's making them grow. So those small items, how to handle them, please make sure that you are able to deposit them in your M-Pesa very fast. Usiende kwa barabara unakuta mahindi unakula. Unakuta kameisha. Yani there's sometimes, okay, there was a day that when I had any coin, I don't want to have it. I want to just eat something.
Just spend.
Okay. So I realized that I can put that money in my home bank. Yeah, you'll find that by the end of the year, home bank kamejaa. Kakijaa, you know what to do. You need to have an idea of what you can either buy or invest in. You can boost your business, and that is it.
Okay. So, CPS Steve, just before we throw down the curtains on this matter, so there is this interesting thing. I'll say this person is saving in the home bank. So are you trying to say, but I should have a list of the guests coming to my house this month? So that I can match. So because this person saving in the bank, I don't think so. If he has any emergency money, the whole money is saving in that saving account, that bank or something. So how will I get no emergency money? Now tell these people, how will they get this emergency money? How this person living a low or a medium life quality, how will he manage now because he doesn't have emergency money? So will he borrow to satisfy the guests? Because sometimes the guests don't tell you when they're coming.
Victor, that is a very nice question. In our community, we say that a guest is a blessing. And in quote, a guest is a river, like a river. In quote, like a river. So it's somebody who is coming and moving. And when a guest comes, sometimes they have something, right? So they leave you with something. Not necessarily that they must carry, but in most cases, in most cultures, the guests come with something, right? So a guest is a blessing to us. So even if they come, I don't have to go and break the home bank so that I can make them happy. No, they are going to just enjoy what we are enjoying. If you are eating ugali, that is what we are going to eat. Yes.
Thank you so much. I want to study your question.
Yes.
Okay, as we tukimalizia
Yes.
kunajua mostly tuna deal, kuna wale maboy wa mtaa, vijana wa mtaa mostly. Unapata hao maboys ikifika ni time ya savings, vitu kaa hizo, yuko rada, yani they don't know more about that.
Yeah.
So maybe wanataka ile skills ama knowledge yenye kitu inaweza mtrigger ndio akue na save. Sijui maybe unaweza ongelea aje hapo ule boy wa mtaa mwenye maybe ana earn small amount of money, let's say hata 500 shillings per day, maybe hata sometimes anakosa your day.
Okay. What I can advise such a person is that they need to think about or to just visualize their life and try to see or to figure out what they want to be in life. Through that will change their mindset. And immediately your mindset is changed, you will be able now to start viewing life in a different angle. Because I understand most of those guys who earn lowly, they are influenced. There's that peer, there's that group mindset whereby they are not able to think as themselves. They are thinking as a group. But once they change their mindset, they'll be able to at least view life in a different angle, and they can now start even opening a bank account. You know, opening a bank account does not cost much. It's just 500 and you have an account. And then they start depositing small by small, slowly by slowly, and they'll grow and they'll find something to do with that money.
Okay, thanks for that.
All right. Great.
Yeah. So any last thing you in this financial literacy you'd like to leave our viewers with?
Okay, what I can tell them is that it is always important to think about rise. Rise represent one repayment of loan. If you want to be a wealthy person, you need to repay your loans. Then you need to think about investment. Investment will help you to even earn when you are asleep. Investment give you a real cash flow always. Then we have saving. Saving help you to be secure. You cannot get stuck at any given point. And then the last one is remembering your future. That is retirement, right? You need to remember that one day you retire, and once you retire, you need a good life. So that is what I would like to leave our viewers with.
Yeah, thank you so much, CP Steve. I hope our viewers have been educated more and will get more knowledge on this. Thank you so much. It has been an education show today. Craft, last word to the viewers about financial experts.
Okay, first mimi kitu ndasema ni follow up kwa kitu tunaambiwa hapa. Yeah. Mostly na communicate na my boys hapo kwa hood mostly. Juu I know the situation you wanapitia bado. So bado kitu ndasema tu ni know yourself, know how to manage your finance kitu kama hiyo. Yeah, kitu kama tu hiyo ndo ndasema.
Yeah, thank you so much. To our viewers today, it has been a great show. I hope you have learned more. We have been educated today with our financial experts. I hope we'll start saving wise, because we all know we save wise, we live better, my people. So don't forget to subscribe, share, and like the show to get more knowledge on financial experts. Till next time, my people. Bye-bye.